cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, and I dance.
Let's go.
Goodness, friends, here we are. It is time for the Fall Classic. Game number 1 of the eMLB World Series ready to get going, and we're happy to have you here. It is a very special broadcast. Not to pump our tires a little bit too much here, but when you've been around for 25 plus years, you might as well say one of the most prestigious moments in the history of Out of the Park's online league format. The eMLB World Series will come live before your eyes here over the next several days. Special drops. Thanks to our friends at Out of the Park. For every 15 minutes you're here, you will get your standard packs. And then for the last 30 minutes, you will get silver packs. Stick around, though, because don't you want to see which one of these two teams will be victorious? Well, we'll find out. Shoot, Mitch, we got you. I had my mute on. My apologies there, or I didn't hear it, but I've got your mega boost there, Mitch. Congrats. Want to give shouts out to Tim Lowry and VR Mine for going into the Commish Corner Tier 3 to start off 2026. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate you doing that. You got it, Mitch. We got you, though. Congrats on the 6 boosts. And again, you'll have some time to get those in. You are welcome to submit those boosts right now if you wish. Or if you want me to do that on your behalf, just send me a private message and I will do it off screen at some point. Tim Lowry, you did a gifted sub. Thank you very much. It went to Buffalo Jack. Buffalo Jack is not a random player. He is in tonight's game. First game back from a fractured thumb. that he suffered back on 9/25. So we'll get to see Jack Trainer back in the lineup here for the Rangers. It'll be his first at-bats in the postseason. Also want to say thank you to Clem, also renewing his sub 5 months as well for Clem, whose player Weebles Cushman is in the Miami Marlins organization. And just real quick, for those who are familiar with the Red Rock Relief Fund, eMLB, with thanks to Dr. Dynastic, has formed the eMLB Baseball Academy. For every 3 gifted subs done in the chat that are to random people, not people with players, then 1 boost will be credited. We have over 500 boosts, 503 to be exact, and we have 2 gifted subs carried over from randoms from our last stream. So 1 gifted sub will increase that by 1. We will spread that out. The GMs agreed to have that go out to the community. So for those of you who have players in the universe, you might want to talk with your general managers, as you might be getting some of those boosts here right after this World Series, as that's when we'll distribute it. So whatever amount of further boosts that we get, we're going to increase the eMLB. There you go. Well, Buffalo Jack says, here you go. How about some Jedi Cats? So we had 2 already. We needed a 3rd. He gives us that, and then he gives us 4 more. So there's 2 boosts and 1 carried over. So another 2 gifted subs to random people. Every single person that just got a gifted sub there does not have a player in the universe yet. If you're here, though, and you want to do so, well, now is as good a time as any. There is the form to create your player. Buffalo, thank you very much for the gift. All right, did I get somebody jump in on doing the boost? Not the boost, the bets. Did anybody jump in on doing the bets? Look at that. Look at that gorgeous beer. I had a flat beer the other time. I was like, something don't taste right about this beer. Ooh, shots fired from the GM. Talking done. Time for bat. Yes, what Tim Lowry says, the CCP Festival, which is a fun part. You cannot say thank you enough to Tim Lowry, our eMLB media editor, who works very tirelessly on having some extra fun in the universe. The CCP Festival is coming up immediately after our eMLB World Series to give you a little bit of extra stuff to focus on before the off season and the Winter League begins. Winter League is when a lot of you will really get to see yourselves here. But it is time to focus on what we will call our 2 best teams in the major leagues this year. It is the Texas Rangers and it is the St. Louis Cardinals. Rangers were the top wild card team this season. They beat the Astros by sweeping them in 3 in the regular season to pass them to get the number 1 seed, moving the Astros down to number 2. And then they proceeded to beat the Astros in that matchup in a best of 3. Then they took on the... it'd help if I get myself off the screen, wouldn't it? That, my throat is fighting me, goddamn you. Rangers then took on the White Sox, who were considered a heavy favorite to make it to the World Series. They fell in 6 to the Rangers. And then the last thing anybody probably expected was that Texas would beat the best team in the American League with 98 wins, the Anaheim Angels, and by sweeping them.
Sean Paxlair asked me, the Rangers' Lola Thurman, longtime American League All-Star catcher, deserves a World Series ring the year after her brother Jamie Thurman won one with the Giants of the National League? Tell me why this is just the right thing for the universe. Oh, sure. The universe just loves a good old sibling rivalry, right? I mean, what could be better than both siblings having matching bling-bling? It's like the universe woke up one day and decided, hey, Why not give Lola a ring, too? Jamie can't be the only show-off at family gatherings. Besides, it's all about keeping that cosmic balance, man. Gotta keep those Thurman family dinners extra awkward and competitive.
Well, you know what's wrong with that whole story there, Sean Paxler? You forgot a very important Thurman. You forgot Cassie. You forgot Cassie Thurman in that conversation. So you know Jamie Thurman doesn't want, Jamie Thurman, the CCP for the Giants, doesn't want to be at Thanksgiving with both Cassie and Lola doubling the bling over his. I don't think he'll win that one at all. Thank you, Mike, for the Tangia use. That, of course, the biddies that are used when you use Tangia do help improve your eMLB community-created player. Very similar to like when I'm a Tangia-holic over on Darkstream and I get rocks. Well, here we added as boosts, and for every 500 bits that you spend, that translates into a boost to work on improving your player. So we just talked about how the Rangers' journey got here. The Cardinals were the second best team in the National League this season, winning 100 games this year. Only 2 teams did that. They dethroned the Phillies in the championship series, but they did have to go through San Diego first, the other division winner that did have to go to the wild card. They beat them in 6.
I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, and I dance.
And then when you add the Cardinals taking on the Phillies, again, the Phillies, what a juggernaut that team is, 111 wins. They will fall in 5 to St. Louis. That gets us our matchup that we'll be watching. Neither of these teams faced off against each other this year. I meant to go look at Stats Plus because stats like this have absolutely no relevance whatsoever. But in case you didn't know, when you go to Stats Plus right now, there is a new feature that Stats Plus Dave added in the historical section. It's called the head-to-head matrix. So going for as long as we've been using Stats Plus, St. Louis facing off against the Texas Rangers, they've only faced off 15 times since we've used Stats Plus. Not very often. Do you know that the Rangers have won 11 of those 15 games? Is that a prelude? Is that a prelude? Probably not. No, I wouldn't put a lot of stock in that, but when these two have faced off in the regular season, it's been pretty much all Texas thus far. But this is different. Rangers in our universe, I know in real life they've won a World Series, but our universe has been simulated since 2019. 2018 earlier, real life stats 2019 to 2032, fake. Rangers have never won a World Series. Last time they've been here, Jamie Thurman got them to the dance back in 2027. But Cody Koshin's Pittsburgh Pirates, on their first of 2 championships, back-to-back titles to be exact, they defeated the Rangers then. Cardinals, no stranger to the Fall Classic themselves. Anju Pays has won this World Series back in 2030, which is only 2 seasons ago. So he is back here for the second time in 3 years, and he will try to be our 3rd general manager with multiple World Series titles since the 2.0 GM era began. We got a lot of information we will be sharing with you throughout the day. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. We've got a lot of fun ahead. We are ready to focus on game number 1. Luis Armendariz, the Colombian 15-game winner this year, best ERA in the National League, is expected to get the start. Cassie Thurman, no stranger to the postseason herself, and a deadly adversary in that time. 13 career postseason starts, 7-2 record, 1.85 ERA. She brings it. Now, the problem in Cassie's past is that she has had some durability issues, but the game plan has changed. In past times, Cassie would throw over 250 innings during the regular season. This is postseason. She'd throw over 250 innings during the regular season. That's been dialed back. It has helped her stay efficient. She had her lowest amount of wins going back to her rookie season in 2026, but she has had one of her best seasons, bar none, in regards to her ERA plus, her WAR, just her efficiency overall. So the three-time All-Star, very deadly adversary that she is, she gets the nod for game number 1. Luis Armendariz, again, 15-game winner, 2.73, but his journey in the postseason, as you see, his career record for the 4-year veteran. Postseason, 6.5 plus ERA. Still, that's just in 5 appearances. And all right, let's get into our preview. Jamie, do you have any last-minute changes that you want to do here, sir? Wind is blowing in. Factor this all into your betting prowess tonight, friends. Wind is blowing in from center field. 11. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, that's not your lineup. My apologies. Let me get your proper lineup that you gave me. You are correct. Reeves is at second, right? If I remember right. Angel Baptista is in playing third. He'll bat ninth. Norris stays eighth. Wyatt Langford in for Dalen Lyle. That look correct? I am fixing the World Series. I'm fixing it the way that the guys want it. Okay, there you go. Everybody's going to be healthy, especially for both sides, because the Cardinals even got an extra 3 days. Lots of media time here before. For the Cardinals. Who the freak is Arnold Rothstein? Tim's going to say, what? You don't know who Arnold Rothstein is? I'll be like, should I? Wasn't he that lawyer dude? Didn't he form those IRAs? I like my answer better, because that's my language. All right. No, it's not Tori Allenson. It's Luis Armendariz. That's why it happened. Let me make sure that Anju didn't do a Vita bar on me that I missed. Nope. He said Armendariz. Okay, we're good. Just wondering. Buffalo, thanks for that info that I just got. I did import. Looking while I have Stats Plus up, I might as well look here. And yeah, I got an import from you. I got an import from Anju. So, perfect. Friends, it is time for the eMLB World Series. This is going to be fun. Special drops available to you. The ad break is on right now. So I'm going to milk this a little bit, actually, before I get started. Don't want anyone missing opportunities in this one. Friends, we are ready for this eMLB World Series. Let's start looking at your starting lineups, and we do that in the best way possible. You got to use the theme music that is your own. Sponsored by 8 p.m. Music, your starting lineups for Game 1 of the eMLB World Series. Tonight, Texas Rangers will send Alex Lee leading off. King Butcher's community credit player, 5 for 5 in steals this postseason. A three-time All-Star is over at short. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 33 years young, 26 homers in the regular season, 43rd all-time on the home run list. He will be at first base, batting second today. Freak Time National League batting champion Lola Thurman is your catcher behind the plate tonight. She hit .365 with 43 home runs this year. She will bat third and catch. Cody Koshin, dubbed the All-In. The two-way star expected to go to free agency, but he hit 3 home runs in the NLCS. And he hit .303 with 30 homers in the regular season. We'll see him on the mound later this series. Tonight, he is your DH and the cleanup spot. Superman is in the building. Chris Reeves is his second base tonight. The Floridian hitting .304 with 4 homers in his first postseason. He is at second, batting fifth. Jack Trainer in right field. Buffalo Jack back from the fractured thumb back on September 25th. He will be in right field, batting sixth. Wyatt Langford, the rookie traded from Milwaukee to Texas, is in left field, batting seventh. Chuck Norris, Cardinal fan, 30,000 CCP. He hates that he is playing his team he loves watching, but he will be for the Rangers in center field, batting eighth tonight. Angel Baptista, the 31-year-old, will bat ninth and play third base. Cassie Thurman gets the start, 13 career starts, 7-2 with a 3.19 ERA. You know what? We are having so much fun doing this. We're going to have to start the music or do the different rendition of the music as well. So I'm going to jump right on to that right now. We'll give the Cardinals a little bit of the extra upbeat non-orchestra one. Cardinals will send Royce Lewis, 33 years old. He is in left field, a 2-time Speedy Spikes Award winner. Leads it off for the Cards. It left tonight. Darius McKenzie, D-Mac, is the community credit player. He is batting .267 so far this postseason. The potential free agent to be at second base tonight. Matthew Bellows. Everyone remembers his World Series run, batting just .123. Well, he has made that a distant memory. .357 average for Bellows. That is Minerva's community credit player. He will bat third in center field. Shane Rodecker, the no-fly zone, 28 home runs. First season in 6. He finishes under 30 home runs in the season, but hitting .370 with 3 round trippers. He'll be the cleanup man at third. Joe Alexander is in right field. Tough season for him, but he is still being given every opportunity, and he's being consistent enough when he needs to. He's in batting fifth in right field. The Demon Jorge Gavina, highly touted prospect, really had a struggling junior year. Just 13 homers and a .222 average, but very good defense at first. He bats sixth. The German-born Brendan Donovan is your DH, hitting .364 this year in the postseason. He'll bat seventh as your DH. The Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell is batting eighth behind the dish. The son of Barry Larkin, Shane Larkin, the rookie, will be playing for the former rival of his dad as the Cards. He'll bat ninth and play short. Louis Armendariz, the 4-year veteran from Bogota, Colombia, will get the start tonight for the Cardinals. He is 2-1 with a 6.65 ERA in his career in the postseason. That is your starting matchups. Time to get to Busch Stadium. Game 1 of the eMLB World Series starts now. Mike, thank you once again for another sub.
Great horny toad!
Dear Lord. And VR Mind comes in and just drops some horny toads. Look out for those horny toads, I tell you. Always watch the horny toads. VR, where I'm carrying over age cap limit boost for next season. Do you want the default, which is 10 boost and a plus 10 increase to your cap limit? or do you just want all boost in place? You can carry it over. You've already used your limit this year, but you can carry it over. It's your call. All boost, you bet. Let me look at who got what. Cardinal got one of those. Franchise Time Machine doesn't have a player, but when I see him, it's one of those, he'll get around to it at some point. So I'm crediting him with that. So FTM and Cardinal. So that means 8 boosts. So we have, right there, that was 8. That's 2, 3 more. So now we have 6 more boosts being added to the Academy tonight. Thank you very much to everybody that has been kind enough to do that. It is time for the eMLB World Series, friends. Let's look at your starting defensive alignment as we get underway here. I also need to tweak. No, not that. Not that. That. There, Ward. Just a bit higher, please. I guess that'll work. Just a smidge higher. So you can see the Cardinals name there. All right, here's your starting defensive 9 before we get underway tonight. Royce Lewis will be out in left field. Matthew Bellows patrolling out in center. And Aju Alexander will be in right field for this one. Shane Rodecker's over third base tonight. Shane Larkin is your shortstop. Darius McKenzie's over at second. Jorge Gavina is at first. A stellar defense from the Cardinals. Behind the dish will be Jerome Powell. All ratings you see on your screen. There are many different scales and out of the park. eMLB will use 1 to 100 because in the editor, there's so many different rating scales. Some are 1 to 600, some are 1 to 250, some are 1 to 200. So we flatten it out and give you something to figure out who is good at what. On the hill tonight, 4th year in the majors, 26-year-old left-hander, the impressive Colombian Luis Armendariz. Armendariz was a 15-game winner this year. 2.73 ERA was best in the National League. 181 strikeouts and 178 innings of work. So far this postseason, this is his third appearance. It's his 4th appearance, actually. His 1-0 record with a 6.43 ERA. He has struck out more than one batter every inning. Still have 16 minutes to put that prediction in, by the way, on how many Ks the starters will get. We have almost 34,000 hairballs up for grabs, so some heavy betting tonight. All right, so tonight at least is a non-managed night right now because Jamie says he can't manage. Anju should be here soon. He might be here, but he might be distracted. So tonight will be a AI-managed night, unless the general managers both say in chat that they're good to go. So with that, we're going to get this one underway. Alex Lee, King Butcher's Community Credit Player, will be the first batter of this Fall Classic. Lee, 27-year-old from Willowdale, Ontario, Canada, is a .273 hitter in the regular season. He had 21 home runs, 70 runs driven in. The 21 home runs was his best home run record since 2029. Before this postseason, a .220 clip with a homer and 5 RBI. All right, we're ready to go. World Series underway. Special drops for the entire World Series. Game 2 will intervene with the PTCS all Saturday, but we will be doing our broadcast at noon time. And then, of course, Sunday, Game 3 at our familiar 10 o'clock in the morning spot. Apologies to Kavacom that we will be doing special drops during his broadcast on Sunday. With that, let's get it underway. eMLB World Series, Cardinals wearing their traditional whites. Jamie, I know you told me dark blues. I must have hit the wrong button because you've got your traditional grays on. My apologies for that. 1-0 pitch. It's right back to the mound. It's a slow roller. Going to have to hurry. The throw down to first, not in time. A high chopper And Alex Lee books it down the line, and he will get himself an infield hit to get this World Series underway. Lee, it had a pretty good season in stolen bases, 22 of 31. Maybe not the best percentage, but he is 5 for 5 in this postseason. So because it's not a live managed game, right now when runners are on base, we would normally go pitch by pitch to let the managers truly manage this game. But because they will not be available for the entirety of it, again, it's late for where Jamie is. That's asking him a lot over multiple days. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. comes to the plate. The big man, 33-year-old from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. More home runs than his dad. 470 to be exact. He's 43rd all-time on the home run list. Just a .220 average here in this postseason with a homer and 9 RBI. Thank you for the hype train, everybody. Again, thank you very much for your kindness tonight. 3-2 pitch. Vlad punches it into right field. That'll drop down for a hit. Lee read it well, and he books it over to third. We're going to have early runners at the corners and some big danger already from the Rangers. Nobody out. Lola Thurman, the deadliest hitter of the American League, coming up. Third consecutive American League batting title. Hit .365 this year. Was also third in the home run race with 43 homers and had 119 RBIs. That was fourth for the postseason, a .250 average, 2 homers and 9 RBI. Another full count pitch. Armendariz delivers, lined into right center field, base hit. Lee will score. Guerrero takes the corner. He'll head for third. Will they try to turn him around and head for home? No, they won't. They'll put the brakes on. Don't want him to need an oxygen mask this early in the series, do you? It is quickly 1-0. If you haven't bet, don't forget, you've got 3 innings to get your bets in tonight. Only 10 bets have been submitted so far. Thank you, Sean Paxlier, for the message effect. Those are bits spent, and those are bits that will help you improve your player. Louis might be throwing underhand. You never know. Cody Koshin will come to the plate. The man traded for a big acquisition. Luis Amano, Sergio Molino were sent to Pittsburgh in exchange for Koshin, who's expected to be a free agent. He has been very vocal about that, but he has been the difference. He was the declaration from Jamie Thurman, the general manager, to saying we're all in, baby. And so far, so good. Koshin enters play, .255 average, 4 home runs. He had 3 of those home runs during the NLCS, where he was named the National League and NLCS MVP. He has driven in 15 RBI as well. Tim Lowry with our media. Thank you for the salty, graceful radish Buddha bar link of the moment. I'm just calling what Twitch names it. 1-0 pitch, 2 in scoring position. Armendariz gets him to swing, pops it way up on the infield. Wind is going to push that into foul territory. Jorge Gavina will make that grab just on the outside of the first base batter's box. That will be the first out of this World Series. So Koshin will be sent down on his first at bat. That will bring in the man known as Superman, Chris Reeves, former 4th overall selection way back in 2026. He was drafted by the Yankees out of the TNXL Academy in Altamonte Springs, Florida. I hope I said that right. Of course, he is in his second season. Had a pretty good season here. .257 average with 25 homers, 78 runs driven in. He's hit .304 with 4 home runs in the postseason. He seems like a man built for the postseason. 1-1 pitch. Up the middle. That one's going to get by McKenzie as it was smoked. 1 run will score. Here comes the throw at the plate. He is out. It'll be an RBI single, but they will gun down Thurman at the plate as she tried to score as well. So, or as Jamie says,
Go!
it will be 2-0, 12th RBI of the postseason for Reeves, but a second out there as good work by the defense to cut the bleeding off right there. 2 outs now, and here comes first at bat this postseason for Buffalo, Jack Trainer. Trainer, 26-year-old from Tonawanda, New York. He lost a bit of the season this year. He had a fractured thumb back on September 25th. It will cost him the rest of his season. He hit .286. He had 17 homers, 41 runs batted in. A little fun programming note when he was asked what he did with that downtime. He said, well, he got some opportunity to get back home. His mom came home from the nearby village of Kenmore, made him chicken soup, and he credits that as very much a part of his recovery to being available here in the Fall Classic. It is a nearby, Kenmore is a nearby village from Tonawanda up in the Buffalo region. Trainer sharing that with a little bit of fun and saying he's just happy to have the opportunity to be in the Fall Classic. Be a 1-1 pitch to Trainer. Hard shot to short. Larkin has it. Fires over to first. It's going to be a bang-bang play, but they will just get him. That will retire the side, but Texas strikes early. 2 runs on 4 hits. We are halfway through the first. You still got 3 more outs to bet and win 150 balls of yarn by picking the right team in the chat. 7 minutes remain on your prediction of how many strikeouts will our starters have today. Well, Louis Amendarez got rocked a bit in the first. Do you think his night will be short? We'll find out. Bottom of the first coming up. It is 2-0 Texas. As we get the bottom of the first underway, let's look at your defensive starting 9 for Texas in this one. Wyatt Langford, the rookie, will be out in left field today. Chuck Norris patrolling out in center. Jack Trainer is in right field. Angel Baptista will be at third base. Alex Lee is your shortstop. Chris Reeves is at second base. And Vlad Guerrero Jr. will be at first in this one. Man, something's hurting. Just feeling like I'm being stabbed or something, but I don't see anything. Behind the dish, the catcher Lola Thurman. She'll be catching for a familiar face. The sibling, the forgotten sibling, Sean Paxler. Cassie Thurman, the 28-year-old right-hander from Dallas, Texas, gets the start for Game 1. Cassie, 11-7 record this year in 34 starts, 3.19 ERA. She had her first season since 2028 where she had just over 200 innings pitched, but way down from the 2 seasons that she threw over 250 innings and lost a lot of time in the postseason. Thurman for this postseason just as deadly as she has been over her career. 1-0 record, 2.5 ERA, 20 strikeouts in 18 innings pitched. 5-pitch arsenal for Cassie. She'll throw your traditional 4, your fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. She'll also work the cut fastball. Thurman, 28 years old, 7th season. Again, she was part of that 2027 squad. She was 1-0 with a 12 2/3 scoreless innings pitched in the 2027 run. Cassie cherishes her privacy. That is why Mike forgot her. Royce Lewis will be the first batter here for St. Louis as they try to rebound from already being down. Lewis, 33-year-old from Aliso Viejo, California. He was a .254 batter this year with 17 homers. Might not be as fast as he once was with the 2-time Speedy Spikes Award winner. He still stole 59 stolen bases and 64 total attempts this year. Be a 2-strike count from from Thurman to Royce Lewis. He'll get it off the end of the bat out towards center field. Not very deep. Chuck Norris will come on in and make the grab. There is your first out. Sometimes the people want what they want, right, Buffalo? One out now, and here comes a possible free agent to be in community credit player Darius McKenzie. D-Mac, as he's known, 29-year-old from Lewisburg, Tennessee, coming in. He was a .270 batter this year, 18 homers and 64 RBI. Hit .267, 1 homer, and he had 8 RBI, including the 2 most important RBI of his career, as he hit one down the line in the bottom of the 9th in Game 5 of the NLCS. And with 2 on, he gets a 2-run double to walk off the series and get the Cardinals to this game. Ball and 2 strikes to D-Mac. He'll go reaching out. This one's not very deep. Wind is going to blow this into the back of the outfield where Alex Lee will have it. That is your quick second out. Tough work already from Cassie Thurman. 2 outs now. Matthew Bellows, Minerva's community credit player, comes in. 26-year-old Bellows from Elgin, Illinois. He is a .357 hitter here this postseason. 2 home runs, 11 RBI. He has had to really work hard here to erase the stigma that he struggled in the postseason. As during that World Series run, he had a .123 average in over 65 at-bats in the postseason. A 1-1 pitch. Bellows crushes that towards right center field. Chasing after it. Wind is going to try to bring it in. It's high off the wall. Phantom wall out there. Bellows was running with that one being way up in the air. He will get to third without a throw. It's a 2-out triple from Matthew Bellows. He missed by that much. Wind blowing in from center with this crisp air is the reason why that one is not a homer. A 2-out triple will give an opportunity for the man simply known as the no-fly zone coming up. Shane Rodecker, the third baseman for Bismarck, North Dakota. You want me to replay it? All right, well, we'll replay it. As Doc's trying to sell cotton candy in the background here. It looked gone, didn't it? Well, it didn't cross the yellow line. Bellows will get to third on the play. The Bismarck, North Dakota native Shane Rodecker comes in. .370 average, 3 homers, 11 RBI. Rodecker had his 6th consecutive season in his 6 years of being in the majors that he has hit 300 or better. He is a career .316 hitter in the major leagues. But he's hitting .370 with 3 homers, 11 RBI. And as we noted at the start, this was his first season in 6 that he actually finished with less than 30 home runs. He had 28. Ball and 2 strikes. Crush to left field. Does the wind hold this one? Going back and leaping for it and not coming up with it is Langford, and that 2-out triple is painful. Big home run from the no-fly zone, Shane Rodecker.
Brilliant!
4th home run of this postseason for Rodecker, and showing why he is one of the deadliest bats in the majors. 2-2 as we are not even through the first here. Aju Alexander, community credit player of Aju, pays the general manager of the Cards. The 29-year-old from Virginia Beach, Virginia, comes in. .222 average this postseason. Home runs have been picking back up. He has 3 in this postseason with 7 RBI. I should check the bets real quick here. Bets finished over 52,000 on hairballs up for grabs. 16 people participated. Thank you very much for your participation. And right now, 58% think we're going to have more than 11.5 strikeouts by the starters. Remember, it's the starters, Thurman and Armendariz, who have both been lit up for 2 runs here in the first. The unders might be pretty happy here so far. We don't even have 1K yet. Ball and 2 strikes. This will be rolled down to first. It is played by Guerrero. He will win the race to first against Alexander. And the side is retired. Your first inning is over. Second inning bets officially in place. Nil to less winnings if you put your bet in now. 100 balls of yarn can be won if you pick the right team. Do that by writing it in chat. Thank you, Tim, for the confident carrying eggplant strawberry. Link of the moment from Shane Rodecker. Second inning we go. It's tied at 2 here in the World Series. We have the bottom third of the order coming up here for the Rangers. We'll start it off with Wyatt Langford. Langford, the rookie, 23-year-old from Trenton, Florida. Real-life player, of course, and a man out of time because it's 2032 and our university's only 23. Be much older. But this is how we get players that weren't in our file originally to be a part of our universe so we can see what they would do against the likes of you. Well, Langford, 167 average with 2 RBI here in the postseason. He had a 231 average with 16 homers as a rookie between both Milwaukee and Texas. YouTube alerts on Jamie's phone will keep him up all night. 2-strike pitch to Langford. That's a check swing. They appeal. They say he went, and that is your first strikeout on the night.
Fatality.
It is a fatality that is created from Luis Armendariz. Your first strikeout on the night from either side. And what out here in the second? 11 bets for Texas, just 1 for St. Louis. Wow, only 12 bets. I would have thought we'd have more. 1 out, another community credit player. This time it's Cardinal fan 30,000's Chuck Norris. Norris says his parents are definitely in the attendance tonight. He is so excited. He signed the extension to stay in Texas. And now here he is in the Fall Classic playing in center field. He had 15 homers, 66 RBI this year. For the postseason, just 1 solo home run and a 162 average to show for it. His 27-year-old here playing. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. He wants to be in the World Series, and he's at the World Series in St. Louis, but playing against the team he grew up loving. PJ, I see your boosts. I gotcha. Down the third base line, says Cardinal. 1-0 pitch to Norris. Well, it's down the third base line, sort of. But it's right at Shane Rodecker. He'll play that easily. Fires it to first. There's your second out. Hey, Jimmy. 2 outs now. 31-year-old Angel Baptista coming to the plate. Baptista, a nice little story. Last time we saw him in the majors, you had to go back to 2028, 4 seasons ago, when he had just 9 at-bats with the Tampa Rays. He's a 5-year veteran, and he had the most at-bats of his career in the regular season. He had 264 with a homer and 12 RBI. He's just 2 for 15, but he has 8 walks, a super good eye for Baptista. So while just a 133 average, he has a 435 on-base percentage. So he ain't no easy out. 3-2 pitch to the Venezuelan. Down low, ball 4, and he will work that count and make you throw pitches, and he will earn his 9th walk of the postseason. We'll go to the top of the order. The dreaded 2-out walk has Baptista over at first, and Alex Lee, another opportunity. He had a base hit in his first at bat. First pitch he sees, it's shot over to right side, but right at Gavina, who will get down on one knee to block it. He'll pick it right up and go right to first to retire Lee for the final out. We're through an inning and a half here at St. Louis, game 1 of the World Series. Texas 2, St. Louis 2. You got 3 outs remaining to get your second inning bet on who you think wins this game if you're trying to win some balls of yarn. Bottom of the second. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up here for the Cardinals. We will start it off with the second year. Well, technically, he's a third-year veteran. He was a second-year rookie last year. 25-year-old Jorge Gavina, nicknamed the Demon of Puerto Rico. 227 average this year for Gavina. 2 homers, 9 RBI. Gavina really had a drop-off this year, hitting just 222 with 13 homers. He had 43 home runs last year and 4 with a cup of coffee in Minnesota. Jake loves his balls. He says 225 streams in a row. We can't thank you enough for that consistency. 1-0 pitch to the Demon from Thurman. That'll be rolled down the line. Baptista has it. He'll rifle it over to first. Man, he played that like that he was trying to throw out a Speedy Spikes Award winner. Please make sure that Tim is acknowledged as a first inning bet, not a second inning bet. Thank you. Brendan Donovan. Donovan, the 26-year-old born in Wurmberg, Germany, son of military man Jim Donovan. Thank you for your service, Jim. Real-life player, does play for the Cardinals in real life. Donovan comes in a very disciplined young man. 364 average, 1 homer, 2 RBI. We understand he has his young daughter here in attendance along with his wife. Full count pitch to Brendan. Swing and a miss. 96 dialed up away. Donovan can't turn on it. Worked him pretty good on that same location, as you see by the eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone. Second K on the night total in the over-under prediction. First K for Thurman in this World Series. And with 2 outs now, we go to the man from Washington, D.C. When he is not playing baseball in our universe, he is making Fed policy in regards to what rates should be and money and all that stuff. It is Jerome Powell. No, I didn't make Powell either. Powell, 26-year-old, 5-year veteran from the nation's capital. 209 average this year. 5 homers, 42 runs batted in. For a while, he was in the top 3 in regards to catchers throwing runners out. That fell off for a bit, but still calls a heck of a game. He finished second in the National League amongst catchers in catcher ERA. Boss Battle in the chat. I'm going to jump in because we have a possibility to get Fluffy out and about. Jerome has been told he is a player in our universe. He did not respond. I think we heard from the president on that player, and I think he said, quote unquote, he's stupid.
You idiot.
I think that was his actual quote. There ain't no politics here. We're just having a little side fun. All right, Powell up with a 1-1 pitch. That one's to center field. Is it going to drop? Yes, it is, as Norris ain't going to be able to get there on the quick looper. Wind might have helped push that one down a little quicker. Powell will get his first hit. He's been pretty consistent. Again, entering play, a 209 hitter that's hitting 289 prior. Now a 308 average here in the postseason. Powell bringing the hits when he needs it most. 2-out runner at first, the number 9 hitter, Shane Larkin. Yes, the son of Barry Larkin is here. And Barry is in attendance. Proud of his son. He was talking about he's already in the World Series. And he's such a young man. Of course, Larkin won with the Cincinnati Reds back in 1990. Larkin hit .338 with no homers and 3 RBI in 71 career at-bats in the postseason. Well, the son is a chip off the old block. He's got those same 3 RBI, but he's hitting .379 in his first 29 whacks. Oh, 1 pitch to Shane. Right side, fair ball. It'll get by Gavina as it was a hot scorcher. Powell, though, is going to stay at second, respecting the arm of Jack Trainer as that one really got into the outfield quick. So Larkin continues to hit really solidly here this postseason. 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the order, Royce Lewis, 0 for 1 today. Go-ahead run is at second. 3-2, runners go out to right. This one is not overly deep. Trainer will position himself to make the grab, and the side will be retired. Cardinals do threaten, but they'll leave a couple of runners aboard. 2 innings in the books. That means we've got the 3rd inning and your last chance to bet in tonight's ball game. Again, in chat, you're writing down which team, TEX for Texas or STL for St. Louis, and you're putting a number. Your number is your prediction on how many runs you think the winning team will get to be victorious tonight. 100 bonus balls of yarn if you get that right, the run count. 50 balls of yarn if you pick the right team to win. Best of luck to all. 3rd inning we go. Armendariz back to the pump. It'll be Guerrero, Thurman, and Cody Koshin due up. They ran through Armendariz good in that 1st inning. Guerrero up 1 for 1. 2-1 pitch. That one's drilled out to center field. Bellows is racing over as he was playing to pull. He will get there. Good range from Bellows. He'll make that fairly routine. And that is your first out. You're back still on game. Well, of course we're still on game 1. We're only doing 1 game a night. This is treated like the usual national broadcast games. So this is the full game cover. Yes, I know. You guys got so used to the postseason format pre-World Series that you're now thrown off that this is the normal format like the regular season. Thurman, your batter, she brought in an RBI. Yes, we'll call it an international broadcast due to our international people that are here tonight. We are a worldwide brand, I guess. First pitch swinging, grounded right to short. That's a 2-hopper to Shane Larkin. He'll have plenty of time to throw out Lightning Lola, though, for the 2nd out. 2 outs, Cody Koshin coming to the plate. Again, Koshin, 29 years old from Wheeling, West Virginia. Expected to be the most sought-after free agent this offseason, although he will probably have a hefty price tag. 2-strike pitch. Up in the zone, called strike 3. Koshin looks in disbelief on that call.
Emotional damage.
Cut fastball gets the job done. Side will be retired. Down in order go the Rangers here. Get 3 outs remaining to get your prediction in this one. We are tied at 2. There was that pitch. There you see, cut fastball is up high. It says it touched the black. Might have been a little bit of coaxing there from the Fed chairman. Maybe he offered a 0.25% interest rate cut if you called that strike 3 for all we know. Hey, I'll give you a quarter off your home if you call this a strike. I'm just like, huh? Okay. Oh. Cassie Thurman back to work. She's got the 2-3-4 hitters coming up in McKenzie, Bellows, and Rodecker. McKenzie is 0 for 1 today. 1 for 6 lifetime against Thurman in regular season action. Ball and 2 strikes with the pitch. That is softly hit out towards center field. Long run for Bellows. Norris, will get there in time. mixing my teams up. Sorry about that. Cardinal gets the job done with the first out, meaning Cardinal fan. Matthew Bellows was a foot and a half away from a home run in his last at bat. He settled for a triple and scored on the Rodecker long ball. 2-0 pitch, hitters count, will ground it down to short. Alex Lee with an easy one. Get it over in time to retire Bellows for the second out. 2 outs now. Shane Rodecker launched one deep into left. 4th home run of the postseason for him. Full count pitch from Thurman. That'll be grounded, slow roller to short. Lee's got a long way to go on the run. Hard throw over to first in time will get Rodecker, who is a tank. He does not run fast, and Alex Lee uses that to his advantage, showing the athleticism. 3 innings are officially in the books, friends. No more bets. Bets are locked in. Thanks to all who participated on that part. We'll love your interaction. That is what we are all about here. Heading to the 4th inning, though, it's now focused on baseball as this one is tied at 2. Armendariz trying to settle it back down as both pitchers had a tough first inning to get through the jitters. They've settled down since we have 2 strikeouts for Armendariz, and we have 1 for Thurman. 3 Ks with an 11.5 over-under prediction. We are heading to the 4th. Looking pretty good for the unders, but never say never. Chris Reeves, Jack Trainer, Wyatt Langford are your scheduled batters here this evening. Reeves will start it off. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI. 2-2 pitch. Checks the swing. They'll peel down at first, and they say he went.
I keep pitching them and you keep missing them.
Well, in that instance, it does. That is strike 3. 3 strikeouts on the day for Louis Armendariz. And your first out here of the 4th. Real quick, I'm trying not to do a lot of merch selling, but I love this piece, so let me show it real quick. I'm wearing this tonight for the wife. I am wearing the hat, but it is the new gear. Look at how shiny this cool, dry, long-sleeve jersey is. Perfect for wintertime. Don't fear the Reaper when it comes to eMLB baseball. As you see, Witchy Hockey Mom has outdone herself, right up her alley in regards to the type of content she is very good at. And she found something she likes. I love the combination. The dark blue is perfect. We've had multiple purchases on that one already. And again, if you are a sub to the channel, whether you gifted it or got gifted it or whether you did it yourself, if you are a sub to the channel, you can get a discount going to the store as a thank you for your support of small business. Back to work we go with one out here in the 4th. Jack Trainer again had his first at bat since September 25th. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Ball and 2 strikes. He will drive that to the gap, right center field. Great work from Trainer to go down on that pitch. He just drives it. He'll turn the corner heading for second. Bellows will get it thrown in, but Trainer way in front with the 1-out double. Trainer shows no signs of rust with that swing as he had to reach down on a 90-mile-an-hour slider. On a very good location for that slider from Armendariz. He made it very hittable for the left-hander. Trainer is at second here with 1 out. Wyatt Langford now your batter. Langford today 0 for 1. The 2-2. That's in there. Called strike 3. Go have a seat. 4th strikeout on the day now for Louis Armendariz. 5 total for our starters. Jake Hello, I see you cashing in $3 million for the White Sox. Got some spending to do, he says. 2 outs now. Chuck Norris will try to roundhouse kick one of these into the seats. Again, his family from the St. Louis region. Easy for them to come to Busch Stadium to watch this one. Three balls and two strikes. That one's punched into right field. It's going to drop down for a hit. Runner is going to head for home. Here comes the throw. It's not going to be in time. Chuck Norris going to get himself an RBI single, and he'll put the Rangers up on the Cards, 3-2. You would, wouldn't you? You guys, I tell you. Norris will get his second RBI of the postseason, his first of the Fall Classic. Got to think his parents are happy with that one. A two-out base runner turns into a run. Rangers now with the lead, and with two outs, number 9 hitter Angel Baptista, the Venezuelan, coming up. He took a walk, his 9th walk. Might be 2 for 15 this entire postseason. 458 OBP. That's beast mode. 2-2. It is called ball 3. Norris was on his way. Powell couldn't come up with the throw. And just like that, Chuck Norris from St. Louis, playing in St. Louis against the Cardinals, will be your man to give everybody a free taco as he steals. They do that, the first stolen base, that's free tacos, courtesy of some place with a bell. No free advertising for something we don't get supported from. Cardinal, I see you cashing those in. More boosts coming for Chuck Norris. We have bases loaded now with Norris at second. That was his 4th steal of the postseason. The 3-2 on its way. This one's driven out to the gap in left center field. Racing back for it is Bellows. This is going to be down at the base of the wall. Baptista is turning for second. Norris will trot in. That'll be an RBI double. All of this with 2 outs. The number 9 hitter, Baptista, again, an afterthought for the last 4 seasons. Hasn't been in the majors since he had 9 at-bats, in 2028 with the Rays. Here's his history for those who want to see it in the regular season. He had 9 at-bats in 2028. And here he is, most at-bats, and he is capitalizing. We're given an opportunity. It's just a steady guy at the bottom of the order. Gets the RBI, it's 4-2 Texas. Top of the order we go. Alex Lee, 1 for 2 today. The ball and 2 strikes. Out to left, heading down towards the corner. This one right near the line. Lewis will make the grab. He was starting to run out of real estate, but he had time to adjust, slow down, and avoid injury. He'll make the grab. Side will be retired. 3.5 are in the books. Texas strikes for 2. They'll leave a runner aboard. We go to the bottom of the 4th here in Game 1 of the World Series with Texas, leading it 4-2. Bottom 4 we go. Cassie Thurman will be the batter. Tim, thank you for the gifted Speedy Quail Ming Lee link of the moment. As well as Chuck Norris's Shiny Bold Watercress OS Frog link of the moment. Is a frog an operating system? Or is it the watercress? I'm not sure. Andrew Alexander will start us off this inning as Cassie Thurman's handed a 2-run lead. We'll see what she can do with it this time. It'll be Alexander, Jorge Gavina, and Brendan Donovan due up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Up in the zone, gets him to swing right through it, and that is a strikeout. 6 strikeouts now for your starters in this one, making sure my math is good. Yep, we're starting to get into a neighborhood of making the unders and overs sweat. Got an ad break going on right now as well, too. Tim, thank you very much for trying to push Prime. The steal brought to you by Someplace They Keep You Running. We'll have to come up with a fake taco emporium. Jorge Gavina will be the batter. Gavina today 0 for 1. Ball and 2 strikes. He will lift that high in the air on the infield. This will be to the outfield. Probably going good 20 feet out. Alex Lee will make the grab as Langford wielded to him. That will be the second out. 2 outs now. Brendan Donovan will be the hitter. Donovan is 0 for 1 today. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Dials back 96 right through Donovan. Side will be retired. 7 strikeouts now for our starters combined. It's getting interesting now. We are 4 innings in, which means 5th inning. Time for Journey of the Starters. Brought to you by our 2 sponsors of the eMLB Universe, APM Music, and our new sponsor, Moon Brew. Use the link, enter the code Fluffy Kitty Ninjas, and get 20% off. Moon Brew is your new nighttime ritual to better sleep, better health, better cortisol, zinc, and magnesium, L-theanine, all the good stuff, even tryptophan for those who like to sleep. And even better now, they just announced recently that they will accept health savings accounts and flex spending account dollars are approved. Armendariz, 4 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs. He has walked 1 batter and struck out 4 tonight. He is on 79 pitches as he enters the 5th. It'll be Guerrero, Thurman, and Cody Koshin due up here. If anyone gets aboard, Superman Chris Reeves will be the hitter. Guerrero 1 for 2 today. We'll get the 5th underway. First pitch swinging into left field, just over the leap of Rodecker. Doesn't have a lot of athleticism there. Didn't get high up, but enough bloop on that one. Is that what you call the proverbial duck snort? Either way, it gets the job done. Guerrero reaches with the leadoff hit. 8 hits on the night now for Texas. Lola Thurman, the hitter. She is 1 for 2 with an RBI. 3-2 pitch. That one's driven out towards left center field. Very well struck. This one will get down. Lewis is nothing but his back to that one. He gets to it quick and plays it well off the carom. It'll stop the runners at third. Guerrero with some good speed decides to stop at third. Nobody out. Thurman gets the double. It's her 2nd double of the game. 3rd double in 2 games for her. And with runners at 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, infield comes in with Cody Koshin at the plate. A 2-strike pitch. Grounded down to first. Gavina has it. He will look everybody back. He'll give it to Armendariz, who raced over. Great play from the Demon. He absolutely robs Koshin of RBIs. One out now. Chris Reeves, your hitter, deadly against left-handers. Against the regular season, he was a .305 hitter against left-handers with 13 of his 25 home runs against lefties in only a third of his total at-bats. A ball and 2 strikes. He got him swinging, pulls the string, and gets it absolutely right by him.
Oh no!
That will get Reeves. That is the 5th strikeout for Armendariz. But the AI has decided that is it for Louis, and they will now call for the right-hander, the Canadian who just got added to the roster, Jean-Marie Boudet. Boudet, who ends up replacing Ryan Rollison. Or, I don't know, I think Boudet was been on this roster. postseason. Well, this is his first appearance. He had been off the roster. So Jean-Marie Boudet gets his first postseason opportunity here. The 30-year-old from British Columbia. During the regular season, he had an 0-2 record with a 3.64 ERA. He struck out 48 batters in 47 innings of work. The right-hander throws a 4-pitch arsenal, 3 different variations of fastball. A fastball, a split finger, and a cut fastball, and also a changeup. Excuse me. 4th year in the majors for Boudet, who played also for Kansas City as well as the Cardinals. He was originally a 14th round pick way back in 2021 by the Oakland Athletics out of Crow High School in Trail, British Columbia. Hit him, Jack. Jack Trainer, Buffalo Jack, coming up. He had a great double to right center field in just his second at bat since his fractured thumb in September. 1 for 2 tonight, 0 for 1 lifetime against Boudet. He's got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at third. Lola Thurman is at second. 2 outs here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Absolutely freezes him with the strikeout. 94. And he goes down.
Next.
Now remember, that does not count towards our over-under prediction. That's a reliever. So you have 5 for Armendariz, 3 for Thurman. That's 8. 11.5 is your bar still, but it's all up to Thurman at this point. Replay. Look, there it is, right here. That looks like a strike to me. Here. Why don't we put these on for you? How's that? Sorry, I had to. Bottom of the 5th, fake news. Okay, fair enough. Bottom of the 5th, we go. Cassie Thurman. That's right, we're bottom of the 5th. That means one more time, Journey of the Starters, brought to you by APM Music and Moon Brew. 4 innings of work for Cassie Thurman, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. She hasn't walked a batter, struck out 3 so far, and thrown 69 pitches tonight. Did you hear something? All right, Jerome Powell, 891 hitters coming up. Powell, Larkin, Lewis, due up. Powell is 1 for 1, continues to hit pretty well here this postseason. About 100 points over his average. 1 strike pitch. Push that out to right field. That one is going to hang up there. Plenty of time for Trainer to get under it. Make the grab. That is your first out here of the 5th. The son of Barry Larkin. Shane Larkin comes up. Larkin is 1 for 1 tonight. Anju, I don't believe Jamie is available to manage this evening, so right now we're staying in AI mode. If he says he's good to manage, and you say you're good to manage, we'll switch over to a live managed game. Two balls and 2 strikes to Shane. Again, Dad Barry in attendance. He got jammed. It's a ground shot to short. Lee comes in from the front of the dirt, will fire to first in time to retire Larkin for the second out. 2 outs now. Royce Lewis back to the top of the order. We will go. Royce tonight is 0 for 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That'll be a slow roller. Going to have a lot of work to do from Baptista. The hard throw to first. It's not going to be in time. Former Speedy Spikes Award winner took the opportunity on the chopper, and he will rush down the line. Gets in on the infield single. And a runner at first. Always trying to get out of the inning cleanly. Can't do it. That creates trouble. Darius McKenzie will try to be that trouble. He is 0 for 2 tonight. I know, right? First pitch, a swinging bunt. Lola gets in front. She'll have time. She'll rocket it over to first. And that will be how the fifth. Excuse me, I got massive hiccups here. That'll be how the fifth is over. We will go to the sixth inning now. Game one of the eMLB World Series with the Rangers leading the Cardinals 4-2 so far. Top six, we get started. Jean-Marie Boudet will come back out on 8 pitches. He's got the bottom third of the order due up. It's Wyatt Langford, it's Chuck Norris, and Angel Baptista. Langford is 0 for 2 tonight with a 2-0 count. Grounded down towards short. That'll be a routine play for Larkin. He will get it over to Gavina in time for the first out. One out now. Chuck Norris got himself an RBI in his last at bat to right field. 1 for 2 today. You see the spray. He went this way with that. You see he doesn't do that very often. The 1-0 to Cardinal fan CCP. Big swing high, pop up on the infield. McKenzie waves everybody off. Larkin's like, yay, catch it. I still don't get that animation, but McKenzie will make the grab. That is your second out. 2 outs now. Angel Baptista comes up. He drilled a double to left center field, getting an RBI. I think it did. Might have figured out some warp drive technology on its way down as well. Yeah, Armendariz did have a bit of a pitch count. I think Tim said 95. Let me double check here. Yeah, he had 95 pitches through 4 2/3. He had a lot of deep counts. Thurman is at 81 right now. 2 outs, Baptista, your batter. Again with the double. Ball and 2 strikes. Got him.
Emotional damage.
Rangers will be sent down in order. 1, 2, 3. They go. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Cardinals trying to claw back into this one as they trail 4-2. Bottom of the 6th we go. It'll be Bellows. It'll be Rodecker. It'll be Alexander. It'll be 3 community created players. That's you guys. That is what makes eMLB that much fun. Bellows, 1 for 2 tonight. Yeah, we mentioned that. Thanks for your note on that. Again, Ryan Rollison ends up being taken off the roster with Boudet taking his spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fooled with the curveball. Bellows will go down.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's our friend.
Matthew Bellows does a really good ventriloquist impersonation of Pedro Serrano, does he not? 9 strikeouts by our starters. Thurman is trying to make it close for the over-under prediction. 1 out. I see him in the chat. The no-fly zone has already had an impact in this one. The 2-run homer back in the first. 1-0 pitch. Grounded hard to third. Baptista with a good glove on it. He has time. Rodecker doesn't run hard. He'll get down there in time for the second out. 2 outs now. Andre Alexander is your batter. Alexander tonight, 0 for 2. Three-one pitch. That one is a soft liner to second, but Reeves will have enough time to position and make the grab. A pretty harmless play. The Cardinals will go down in order. 6 innings are in the books. We will head to the final third of tonight's first game. Again, special drops. If you are here, you get 90 minutes of drops. If you're like at 92% at the end, I'm sorry, I'm not waiting for you. I'll be streaming probably for 3 hours by that time, so we'll apologize. We'll hope you get your best. We still assume we'll be around probably for another hour. All right, to the 7th we go. New pitcher comes in, a familiar face from the Cardinals. The stopper, Cole Winn, will come in. Winn already 3-0 this postseason with a 1.35 ERA, 2 earned runs allowed in 13 1/3 innings of work. Again, Winn has worked in a variety of different ways. He has been no stranger to starting, although he only had 10 starts this year and 66 total appearances. Winn was a former Ranger. He spent 7 seasons in Texas. Also played on that squad that was in the World Series back in 2027. Winn was 1-1 in 4 appearances with a 4.71 ERA in that postseason. Winn 4-pitch arsenal: fastball, slider, curveball, and the changeup. The 32-year-old from Longmont, Colorado. Alex Lee, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Lola Thurman, top third of the order coming up for Texas here with a 2-run lead. Lee is 1 for 3 tonight and 2 for 3 lifetime against Cole Winn, including a home run. You might be right. One sec. What Anju was just referencing, we have to go back to 2028. So remember, in 2032, why does this matter when I say this? We only do 2 seasons every one real-life year. So if you come back 12 months from now, we will be in the playoffs of 2034. So 2028 is 4 seasons ago. We're talking something that we did 2 real-life years ago. Here was the trade that Anju was talking about. Winn was traded along with Federico Cabrera, Hal Kellogg, Glendon Kuhn. Kuhn became part of a deal that I've always shaken my head at. Clyde Torkel and Andy Gilbert in exchange for Alex Lee and Jonathan Stever. Stever didn't last long in Texas, if I remember right. So yeah, you have to go way back to 2028 for when that deal was done. 3-0 pitch on its way from Winn to Alex Lee. We'll watch that down under. Lee will take a walk on 4 pitches. Hold on a sec. Oh, okay. I was just looking at what Tim was saying. I am fully aware of that. There is a major announcement that has been heard about prior to the start of the World Series tonight, and it involves a very important player, the all-time home run hitter in Major League history, Mike Trout. We are getting word from Backfields Media that he has been told he will not be talked to about extension, and he is expected to potentially be in a different jersey for the first time in his Major League career. Mike Trout, 820 career home runs in eMLB history. He is 40 years young, and he might be in a new home as he is intending to continue his baseball career. Alex Lee is aboard at first with nobody out. Vlad Guerrero, your hitter, 2 for 3 tonight and 3 for 9 lifetime against Cole Winn. 2-2. Swing and a miss. A nasty slider on the inner half, and he cannot turn on it.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Well, in order to have a kaboom, you gotta connect, and in that one, he cannot. That is your first K for Cole Winn this postseason. We should note that Winn is in the neighborhood of some rarefied air. He is on the verge. Next season, of course, is when it will happen. He is 8 strikeouts away from being one of our next rare amount of pitchers that have reached the 2,000 strikeout club. Lola Thurman, your batter, she is 2 for 3 tonight with an RBI. Two. He'll get him swinging, and Lola will go down with the strikeout on the changeup. Always knew Lola hated striking out. Well, she goes down and in a bit of a tizzy. It is now 2 outs. Cody Koshin has been hot quiet. Did he use all of his offense in the NLCS? Or ALCS, excuse me. He is 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch sees it's on the inside. It's ball one. The runner is on his way. Lee is going to get in there with the stolen base.
Run.
Alex Lee is a perfect 6 for 6 this postseason, and stolen bases will get into scoring position with 2 outs. Koshin will get a bat hit into the outfield, should drive Lee in. And with that, take a walk, Cody. They'll play for the fielder's choice instead for the force out. That gives Chris Reeves an opportunity to do some further damage. He's 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI. One strike pitch. Look out, that one came in too far inside and it got him. Does that hurt, Superman? I mean, it's a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Yeah, that's true, right? You're paying $20 million this year. Team option could be fair to take. What did he do this season? Well, he did a 0.5 on the WAR, unfortunately, so that makes it harder. Yeah, supposed to hit Koshin. The runner went to second. All right, just hit him in the head.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Bases loaded here with 2 outs. Jack Trainer with a prime opportunity. Didn't get a lot of at-bats during the regular season with bases loaded, but he was 2 for 8, and he drove in 4 of his 41 runs in this situation. Full count pitch, everybody off the pitch from Wynn. This one is rocketed into right. Might not have gotten all of it. Wynn will keep it in the park, and Alexander will make the grab. And of course, the music is going to be incredibly loud at that time. So we'll turn the sound off there for a moment. And with that, we are 6.5 in the books. Time for the 7th inning stretch.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch here on Game 1 of the 2032 eMLB World Series. Most of the offense took place in the first inning. Turned into a bit of a pitcher's battle since we go bottom of the 7th. Cardinals. I've been no stranger to doing walk-offs here this postseason. I think they'd rather not do it here. But right now, that's where they are. Bottom of the 7th, we go 4-2 Texas. And with that, Arturo Rojas has been a busy little boy here of recent. Rojas, the 28-year-old left-hander, big 6'4" lefty, throws mid-90s with a good fastball, good curveball, good changeup combination. A 3.79 ERA for Rojas in his 11th appearance this postseason. J-Rod, how are you, buddy? Welcome on in. It is an excellent game of the night here. Game 1 of the eMLB World Series. Game number 2 will take place at noon time Eastern on Saturday. And then game number 3 is going to be on Sunday in our Coffee with the Commish, 10 o'clock morning spot. It'll be Jorge Gavina, Brendan Donovan, and the Fed chairman coming up here in this inning. Gavina, 0 for 2 today. Never faced Rojas before. Ball and 2 strikes. We'll do the bet closing in a moment here. That is in the corner. It's a called strike 3. Have a seat. Death For the entire World Series, thanks to our friends at Out of the Park, we will have special drops every single day. So you can go watch like Dr. Dynastic or Laptop EBC, Sawigi. You can watch any of our fellow Out of the Park affiliates and get your usual drops there. And you will get special drops for every single eMLB World Series game thanks to Out of the Park. All right, so we have a bet to complete. Thurman had 4. Armendariz had 5. That is 9. We had an 11.5. Unders will be victorious with a good amount of hairballs. Over 52,000 hairballs were up for grabs. And 42% of the bet said the unders. So congratulations. The unders will win tonight's over-under prediction. Congratulations. Enjoy the hairballs. Best of luck on helping you improve your eMLB community credit players. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Brendan Donovan to the plate. 0-for-2 today. On a 3-0 pitch. That is up and in. Donovan wasn't going to swing at that one, and it's ball 4. He'll go down to first. Yeah, you're probably right, Anju. You want the sweep. Jamie wants the sweep. Everybody else wants Game 7. and Nico said, just let me know what dates you're going to have if you have more than the 4. But he has set up all 4 of our scheduled days for our broadcast so far. He has the full schedule, so I'll just tell him, all right, at Game 5, and he'll say, you're good. Donovan is at first, 1 out. Jerome Powell is 1-for-2 today. Again, he has been hitting really well here in October. 1-1 pitch. That'll be driven into center field, and Powell will continue to be money here. Get it? Liner to center. Donovan will stop at second. Hey, Moose. 2 outs. Shane Larkin with Dad in attendance. We'll try to keep making him proud as he tries to match what Dad did. As again, Barry Larkin winning a World Series with the Reds back in 1990. Larkin is 1-for-2 tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He'll swing and miss as he gets fooled by the curveball.
It's a trap.
Second strikeout of the game for Rojas. An important second out here in that battle. That was a good 9-pitch at bat with Larkin, but Rojas is the victor. Ad break is coming here within the next 40 seconds. So again, if you are not a sub to the channel, we apologize. You'll be sent to the break. Of course, anyone who's a sub to the channel, that is your biggest perk. You get to keep watching the action as it unfolds. Royce Lewis, top of the order, 1-for-3 tonight. Big opportunity here. He's got the tying run at first. 2-0 pitch. That one's down in the dirt. Great look and block from Thurman, who looks Brendan Donovan right back to second. Thurman, an elite catcher, does the job. It is a 3-0 pitch currently. Now 3-2. Runners are going. Swing and a miss.
Emotional damage.
Royce Lewis cannot turn on the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Big opportunity for the Cardinals, but they will come up empty. 7 innings are in the books. We head to 8th inning here. Game 1 of the World Series. Great battle here by these 2 impressive squads. Rangers lead it 4-2. Cardinals living through the day of wine and Rojas. Colwyn comes back out here to start the 8th inning. It'll be Langford. It'll be Norris. It'll be Baptiste, the bottom third of the order. They've been pests tonight for St. Louis pitching. Langford, though, has struggled. He is 0-for-3. 1-strike pitch. Out towards right field. Wyatt Langford gets his first hit of the World Series. Langford with excellent speed is aboard at first. Chuck Norris is 1-for-3 with an RBI tonight. He's 3 for 10 lifetime against Cole Winn. He'll try to be getting some insurance here for the Rangers. First pitch, he will lift that out to left field. Didn't get all of it. Definitely got under it on the bat. Lewis will make the routine play out in left field for the first out. One pitch, one out there for Norris. And with Langford at first, Angel Baptista is your batter. Baptista, 1 for 2. He drove one to deep left center field to hit the base, the bottom base of the left center field wall out here in the patch that you see. Hey, Danny. One strike pitch. Swing through the pitch. Throw over to first. Safe. Almost got Langford leaning. Powell with a rocket throw over to first, but Langford just gets back in. Langford has one steal here this postseason. He takes a few steps off the bag. Gavina, great defender, keeping him close. Win to the set. 2-2 pitch. He'll deliver. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Slider, an excellent bite. Just catches the edge. Absolutely freezes Baptista. That is the third K of the night for Cole Winn. And 2 outs now. Alex Lee is your hitter. Lee tonight, 1 for 3. 2-1 pitch. Lee will ground it towards short. Shane Larkin has it. Rockets it to first. He'll get his fellow shortstop in time. That will retire the inning. Rangers go down, leaving a runner on the base paths. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Time running out here for St. Louis to come back. It is 4-2. Arturo Rojas will come back out. We have continued to be mesmerized with the yeoman's work he does here in this role. We look at Rojas's recent stints. Lots of 2-inning and even 3 innings of work. But he's been on a pretty impressive streak here of late. Welcome back to those of you who were at the break. Rangers left a runner aboard with bottom of the 8th underway. Darius McKenzie, Matthew Bellows, Shane Rodecker, 3 CCPs coming up. Andrew Alexander, another CCP, will be on if anybody reaches. McKenzie, 0 for 3 tonight. Will work the 3-2 count. Swing and a miss.
Fatality.
Might have gone chasing after ball 4 on that one. Definite as we look at it on the eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone. It is the 4th K already for Rojas. He has struck out every batter that he has gotten out. 1 out, Matthew Bellows, 1 through 3. He was about 1.5 feet away from a home run to deep center field back in the first. He did get a triple out of it. Ball and a strike from Rojas. Lifted out to left field, racing in, but not going to be able to get there in time as Langford. That one had some topspin on it. A little bit of a lawn dart shot that will land safely for Bellows to get the base hit. 7 hits now for the Cardinals. That'll get the tying run to the plate, and he is already delivered in this game. Shane Rodecker. His brother Sean Rodecker in attendance. Sean drafted by the Yankees. Played mostly in A-ball this year. Did get promoted to Trenton. Played some double-A ball to finish off his year. He is happy to see his big brother in the dance and hopes to see his time in the future. 3-2 pitch to Rodecker. Well struck to left center field. Did he get all of it? Winn will try to keep it in, but it will not. 2-run homer for Shane Rodecker.
Yeah, get up there and wham! A homer! Wham! Another homer! Wham! 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 Wham!
One swing of the bat, and this ball game is tied. Shane Rodecker, the Bismarck, North Dakotan, has absolutely brought his A game to this one. 2 no-fly zones. It is 4-4. Brand new ball game. And we have a pinch hitter. This is ironic. Aju has his own CCP replace pinch hit for, and they put in his other CCP, the secret weapon, Pablo Sanchez. Sanchez was a .281 hitter against left-handers this year. For the postseason, 6 for 19, .316 average with 3 RBI. Yeah, Buffalo, can you go away for a couple more minutes? A 2-1 pitch to the secret weapon. He'll hit it into right field, just beyond the leap of Guerrero and into right for a hit. No, sir. No, sir. You did not hit a bomb. You've hit 2 tonight. And thank you, Tim, for the board. Yummy bat fun run. Link of the moment of Shane Rodecker's second homer of the night. Anybody get a camera on Sean Rodecker? Was he going absolutely bonkers on that swing? Sanchez, the go-ahead runner at first. 1 out. The Demon, Jorge Gavina, now your batter. Texas has not won an eMLB World Series. So again, we began in 2019, a simulated universe. Real life Rangers have won since 2019. In our universe, they haven't. They were in the World Series in 2027 last. JB was here against the Pirates and lost. So they are still looking for their first. Anju's looking for his second World Series championship in 3 seasons. Ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No throw down to second as a little bit of a juggling act there. They will get the strikeout. But it will be a stolen base for Sanchez, who'll get himself into scoring position. Go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And Brendan Donovan will be the batter. 0 for 2 today. Rojas at 55 pitches. Is this where the AI should have made a change already? They'll go first pitch, and it's a down in the dirt, and another good block from Thurman. Sanchez was about a third of the way towards third and put the brakes on and books it back to second, fearing he would have been gunned down. A 3-0 pitch. That will miss inside. It's ball 4. Gotta think Rojas's day is gonna be done here. Wow. AI is on. It's going with Rojas still. Jerome Powell has been playing amazing here this postseason. He's 2 for 3. A 1-0 pitch. A swinging bunt back to the mound. Rojas has it, has time, gets it to first. That will retire the side. Cardinals threaten, but they cannot take the lead. But they do tie this game up off the bat of Shane Rodecker, who hit another bomb into left center. We are through 8. We go to the 9th inning. It is Texas 4 and St. Louis 4. All right, we go top of the 9th. Cole Winn is still out there. .38 pitches for Winn. He will start with a pinch hitter. Vlad Guerrero has been lifted in favor of Gunnar Henderson. Henderson was acquired by the from the Mets earlier this year. Hit .223 with 11 homers. Since coming to Texas, the average has dropped further, just .178 with 5 homers. He is 0 for 11 so far this postseason. I don't know if I like this move or not. 1-0 pitch. Yes, the former Cardinal, you're right. Grounded down towards short in the shift. So that means Shane Rodecker from short making the play and firing to first for the out. Again, the shift will be banned starting next season per the vote of our eMLB general managers. Lola Thurman has had a good evening. She's 2 for 4 with an RBI. She is the now reigning 3-time American League batting champion. 1-0 pitch. Lifted out towards right, not in very deep. Sanchez is now out there. He'll make the play for the second out. You can see how little he is compared to everybody else. He's so cute. What'd you make him, 5'6", Anju, if I remember right? Well, the stage is set. Is this where Cody Koshin does the magic he did in the NLCS? Is this where the all-in tag for Texas comes into play? Koshin tonight is 0 for 3. .273 career hitter at 22 at-bats against Cole Winn. Full count pitch. Out towards right field, down the line, base hit. Sanchez gets to that ball quick. Koshin thinks twice about taking a big corner, so he will pull up with the single. Sanchez does some excellent defensive work out there to make sure there's no extra bases. 2-out single, 11th hit on the night for Texas. Superman will come to the plate. Chris Reeves 1 for 3 with an RBI. Two balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a miss.
I keep pitching them and you keep missing them.
That he does. Changeup will do in Superman, and the side is retired. Rangers get a hit, but they cannot get a run. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last game that the Cardinals did this, they were trailing and they come back to win it. Can they do it again? It's tied at 4. It'll be Shane Larkin, Royce Lewis, and Darius McKenzie due up, and they will take on one of the best relievers in the majors. The extremely versatile, throws more than a pitcher, even qualifies as a starter despite not even having one start. It is Mr. Versatility himself, Bill McClure, Big Mac. 29-year-old McClure had 86 appearances in the regular season. He had 15 wins, 11 losses, and 12 saves. Are you kidding me? He had a 3.28 ERA, and in the postseason, a little bit more of the save. 2-1 record, 3.46 earned run average in 13 innings. Very basic 2-pitch arsenal from McClure. Pretty good fastball in the upper 90s. An average curveball, it's if you're thinking it's coming, is when you can play pretty good. Could McClure be even deadlier if he ever figures out a third pitch? That is the question. Yeah, more than half the games indeed. Look at the innings. This guy throws a lot of innings. He is Mr. Versatility. He can pitch regularly. He has thrown in 80-plus games for 3 consecutive seasons without a start. In 2 of those 3 seasons, he is qualified as a starter because the rule is 1 inning per game, so 162 innings means you can be like Cy Young and all that stuff. You get the idea. All right, McClure ready. He'll start it off against Shane Larkin. Larkin is 1 for 3 tonight. He does, pretty much. But, you know, they're starting to see some. And, in fact, I won't say that that's what Anju did with Cole Winn. But, Cole, you nailed it earlier. You put him in a role, and it's worked. And you need that. And that is depth. That is true depth. Ball and 2 strikes. Pitch from McClure. Up in the zone, 99, absolutely blows it right by him. That's exactly what that pitch did going up the ladder. Larkin gets sent down. First strikeout of the night for Bill McClure. Royce Lewis is 1 for 4 tonight. Never faced McClure so far in his career. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Get that one off the end of the bat. It's sky high on the infield. Calling for it, Alex Lee. He will make the grab. That is a second out. 2 outs now. Darius McKenzie is your batter. McKenzie tonight is 0 for 4. And McKenzie had the game-winning walk-off double, or the series-winning walk-off double into right field back in Game 5 of the NLCS. Full count pitch. On the inside, he doesn't get the call. It was close. McClure looks to the sky, but eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone says Blue called it right. McKenzie is your winning run at first. And Mr. B, Matthew Bellows, Minerva's CCP, 2 for 4. Coming in. You're missing it. Hold on. Hold on. Can I find this? Do I have that? No. Ah, crap. I was hoping I could find that one. I was going to find the Pasternak local Dunkin' commercial that says, "Hey, ref, check your voicemail. I think you missed some calls." Anyway, let's get back to the game. Matthew Bellows here. Ooh, Backfields Media with some more content, some backstory here in the background on the eMLB all-time home run hitter. Already being told there is still a market for him. Ball and 2 strikes to Bellows. He'll watch strike 3. We're going to extras. McClure gets the job done. We are through 9 and we don't have a winner yet. I'm just going to say I will only call 3 more innings of this game in this format. I've got more games to do. We're going to be doing this until this series is done. And I can't do this until 3 in the morning. So 3 more innings max. After that, we quick sim the rest.
Good, Cannon.
To the 10th inning we go, and new pitcher in, another guy who has found his way here since coming to St. Louis. Hunter Brohl will be your batter. Brohl, 33-year-old from Honolulu, comes in. He had 17 saves and a 2.28 ERA. This is a former guy that, going back to his Cleveland and Portland days, was working as a starter since being converted to a reliever and even working in closing. He really found his niche. It will definitely improve popularity, and it will increase fan interest, so you can put more butts in seats that way and get some more money. So there's definitely some interest in bringing that. Calling to Amazon for honey and lemon tea for me. Yeah, well, I'm still nursing my my winter lager right now. All right, Brolt. Brolt is in his he's in his 10th season in the majors, the 33-year-old. This is his first postseason, and this is his 3rd appearance of the postseason. You know, it's funny you said that, because as soon as we started answering that, He was the first guy to come to mind, so Anju's thinking the same way I am. Hold on. I scratched myself somehow and I got a little bit of blood here. Anyway, all right. Let's get to work. Jack Trainer, Wyatt Langford, and Chuck Norris are scheduled up. All of the outfielders due up this inning. Trainer 1 for 4 today. This is a guy who has had Hunter Brolt's number. Look at the statistics. 20 career at-bats. Jack Trainer is hitting 600. Yes, 600 with 3 career home runs off of Hunter Brolt. It'll be a full count pitch. He'll drive it into right field. Fair ball down the line. Trainer's thinking 2. Here comes the throw from B-Mac. 3. Leadoff double from Buffalo Jack. He has Hunter Brolt's number, doesn't he? Runner at second. Nobody out. Wyatt Langford will be the batter. Trainer has asked Brolt to throw for him at the CCD. Wyatt Langford is your batter. Langford is 1 for 4 today. Just curious, what would you have done in this instance, Anju? Again, can't knock Brolt he had a heck of a season for you. Definitely one of his best seasons. 1-1 pitch, and they are going to play for the double play. Diaz. Okay, yeah, I see that. Again, since game 2 will technically be the following night, maybe that was the intent, is trying to save him as part of the arsenal, since Cole Winn will likely not be available. All right. Corners are coming in against Chuck Norris in case of the sack bunt. Chuck Norris, the hitter, 1 for 4 today with the RBI. Small sample, but still 2 for 4 against Hunter Brolt with a homer. First pitch he sees, it is in the dirt, but it's a good block there from Powell. There'll be no advancement. I think you're right. Yeah, 17 saves, yes. And he definitely had the best ERA of your relievers. I mean, your pen was kind of pretty good. They were first in the league, I think even the AL included, with a 3.21 for bullpen. So, yeah, you did pretty good about being able to win games. Yes, you had the best Roth IRA. I do have pretty good Roth IRAs I offer people with my strategies, but that's another story. I don't talk that shop here. That would open up a whole different can of worms. 3-0 pitch. I like what I do here. I don't want anybody saying, you can't do this anymore. What? We'll walk him on 4 pitches. Not what Hunter Brolt wanted to do here. Bases are loaded. Tim, you're killing me. I love it. Some people are like, huh? I get it, though. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Infield is in. Angel Baptista, what a story. Again this season, given an opportunity that he hasn't been given in 4 seasons in the majors. And he is making it count. And he is a beast to get on base. Again, might be just a 167 average this postseason. Look at that OBP. 9 walks. A ball and 2 strikes. Brolt's pitch. Swing and a miss. Might have been a little aggressive as that one was outside the zone, but Brolt did the job trying to get the double play. Will take plan B and get the strikeout. It is a big first strikeout for Brolt. 1 out here. Still not out of danger. Alex Lee, King Butcher, CCP due up here. He was 1 for 4. Lifetime against Brault, he has had his difficulties. Just a 154 average with 13 at-bats. Funny enough, everybody seems to have a home run against Brault. He's got 151 career homers allowed. 3-1 pitch. It is outside, it is ball 4, and it is 5-4 Texas. Third walk by Brault. 2 were unintentional, though. Lee will get the RBI. It is his 6th RBI. It is 5-4. And Gunnar Henderson still looking for his first hit in this postseason. I actually have to look. Lifetime now. Last time Henderson was in the postseason, you had to go back to 2025 with Aju's Cardinals. And he was 4 for 21, so he's 4 for 34 lifetime now. Hold on. My computer, I think, gave up. Hey, Jimmy, thank you for the 100 biddies. Yep, Gunnar was with the Cardinals. Aju had him earlier in his career, from 24 to 26. And then I think you kept him exposed to the draft, to the expansion draft, was it? No, you traded him. You traded him along with Ernesto Mosqueda in exchange for Ben Tanner and Alan Lewis. I don't think anyone panned out separate of Brault. Separate of Henderson. But even Henderson never really panned out, and he was a re-rate, so he had a little burst, but he's kind of reverted back to the mean again. All right, it's a 3-2 pitch with 1 out. Inside ball 4, he can't get the plate. Another walk from Brault. The crowd is pretty anxious here at this point. It is 6-4 now. Henderson will get the RBI. And now Lola Thurman will be batting with the bases loaded. Another full count pitch. Grounded into the right field, base hit through the infield in. 1 run will score. That will be it. They'll play it safe. 3 runs across the plate now as Texas will take a 7-4 lead. And amazingly enough, it's still, I always do this. I know it's stupid, but I'm like, did something change in the midst? But it did not. It's all AI stuff. All right. Cody Koshin, 1 for 4. A ball and 2 strikes. He will line it into right, base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs should score here. No, it won't. They're doing the Gas House Gorillas at this point. Henderson's got good speed. Surprised he didn't try to go. I'm probably in Aju's corner. What is the AI doing here at this point? Why is Hunter Brault not replaced here? Chris Reeves, the batter. Infield still in. 3 infielders now on the left side of the diamond. 3-2 again. Swing and a miss. That will be the 4th time that Chris Reeves goes down by way of the K tonight. It is the 2nd K for Hunter Brault. We have 2 outs now. Jack Trainer with another opportunity here. Trainer is 2 for 5 tonight. Again, this was Trainer's first game since fracturing his thumb back on September 25th. A 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, what do I feel like hitting? There, I'll hit that. Probably because that's the most that Azure can offer after saying, why is Hunter World still out there? Well, he did strike out the side. Bottom of the 10th we go. Game looks very different now. Texas has doubled up the score. They lead 8-4. Bill McClure comes back out. I think he is much happier facing Shane Rodecker with nobody on base. Rodecker responsible for all 4 runs tonight for the Cards with 2 home runs. McClure on the 3-2 pitch. That'll be leaping grab. Wow. And that is Ted Westendorf over there, by the way. Lee has moved over to second. Reeves is out of the game for defensive purposes. Ted Westendorf comes in, and he absolutely climbs the ladder. Sexy play of the day for just in Ted Westendorf. Hey, it might be a 1 gray star, 1 silver star, but screw you, we haven't had a sexy play of the night. Ted Westendorf, you get it. 1 out. Pablo Sanchez will now be the batter. Sanchez today 1 for 1. Came in as a defensive replacement for Andrew Alexander. No, he came in as a pinch hitter, excuse me. That'll be into left field, base hit. Baptista kind of gave it a little bit of a tally-ho, but he didn't get it. All right, so the Cards will get a base hit, second hit of the night for Sanchez. That is their 10th hit of the game. Still got a lot of work to do. Jorge Gavina will be the batter tonight. He is 0 for 4. 1-0 pitch out towards right field. Not very deep. Coming in with the grab is Jack Trader. That'll be the second out. Cardinals down to their last out of game 1. Again, game 2. Programming note, game 2 is going to be on Saturday at noon Eastern. I know the PTCS is going on. That works for my schedule, and we wanted to make sure we could be efficient with time. So again, no broadcast tomorrow. Game 2 will be Tuesday. Game 2 is going to be Saturday at noon, and game 3 will be in our usual Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern slot. And yes, free special drops courtesy of Out of the Park Developments for every single eMLB World Series game you will be watching. Thanks again to Out of the Park. All right, Brendan Donovan, he is 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch. That'll be driven into center field, base hit. Sanchez, despite his speed, he'll play it safe. Need runners on the base pass. You don't need to be a hero. Speaking of guys who have been heroes when least expected, Jerome Powell is 2 for 4 tonight. And now hitting .310. That's 100 points better than he did during the regular season. 3-2 pitch. Runners are going outside. Ball 4, and we'll have the bases loaded. That's all the Cardinals needed, was the opportunity to get the tying run at the plate. And here you go, and it is a pinch hitter. It will be Lars Nootbaar. Nootbaar, the 26-year-old from California. .240 average with 14 home runs in the regular season. 2 for 8 here in the postseason. He has a big opportunity here with one swing of the bat, or at least advance the line. A ball and 2 strikes. He will go down swinging, and that is your ball game. Texas will open up a can and get a 4-run inning in order to win this one in 10. We are done in extras as the Rangers will win Game 1 of the World Series 8-4. Did we have any 8s for predictions tonight? Curious? Yeah, considering the year he had, that was quite the meltdown for him. We'll talk about that in one moment. Again, 2 home runs for Shane Rodecker. It's not enough. Texas, thanks to a little bit of control issues for Hunter Brolt, will win it 8-4 with 14 hits. You had Alex Lee go 1 for 4 with an RBI. Vlad Guerrero went 2 for 4 before lifted with Gunnar Henderson. Henderson had the game-winning RBI with a walk. Or was he the second RBI? It doesn't matter either way. Lola Thurman, 3 for 6 with 2 RBI. She had 2 doubles on the day. Cody Koshin with 2 for 5 with an RBI. Chris Reeves, 1 for 5 with an RBI. Jack Traynor, 2 for 6. Wyatt Langford, 1 for 4. Chuck Norris, 1 for 4. Angel Baptista, 1 for 4. In plain English, every single batter that started this game had a base hit. For the Cardinals, well, no hits for Darius McKenzie. 0 for 3 for Andrew Alexander, but Pablo Sanchez came in and went 2 for 2. Jorge Gavina went 0 for 5. And the guy who had the best day, clearly, Shane Rodecker, 2 for 5, 2 homers, 4 RBI. Our starters, Cassie Thurman with 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. She didn't walk a batter, but she struck out 4. She departed. Arturo Rojas came in, blew the save as he gave up 2 runs on the home run to Rodecker in 2 innings of work. Bill McClure doing what we are just so used to him doing now, just being so versatile, so challenging, and so available. He's just so consistent. 2 innings, 2 hits. He did have 2 walks. He bends, but he doesn't break. He struck out 3. He gets the win and improves to 3-1 on the year. Cole Winn did his job in 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Jean-Marie Boudet in his first appearance this postseason. Also, perfect inning and a third, striking out 2 batters. But Hunter Brolt, one intentional walk, but it led to 2 additional walks after that. So he goes an inning, giving up 3 hits, 4 runs, walking 4 batters. Did strike out the side, though, but too little, too late. Rangers will win Game 1 of this series, 8-4. Pay the game honors. No surprise, Shane Rodecker with his 2 homers and 4 RBIs in the losing effort. If he's traded IRL, I better not lose him in eMLB. Yeah, softball practice. Yeah, well, if you are able to come here and if Jamie's here, which obviously this weekend will probably be the best opportunity for Jamie to be available for management, we will gladly let you guys manage any portion of the games that are possible. But we hope, despite the AI, the best thing I guess that you can do is try to train your strategies just a little bit more intently there. Or if you need to, like, if you don't want Brault in for Game 2, I'd probably put him for bench in the next game that we're going to be in here. As in force the bench so that he's not used. All right, I will advance the day. And it should go right to Game 2. Let me make sure Stats Plus is on here. Yep. Dodgers with the DFA. Drew Mazza, I knew. Sending him to AAA. He went. That is a CCP. Try again, and we're good. Yeah, that would hurt fan interest, wouldn't it? Let's see. Do we have any news to report here? Some retirees from the USL. No one's sticking out at all here. Except Tim McClellan, the umpire. Again, we're hoping to minimize this in the future, at least for people that you wouldn't want to lose. Beginning this off season, we are going to put the hard minimums that the game offers. We've been policing it in the past, with the exception of the AAA. AAA level will stay open. You would have more players there, but we're still going to police. You're not allowed to have like 55 players in AAA. That doesn't make sense. No one does that. And then on injuries, nothing of importance, just flus and sinus infections. So there we go. All right, so game number 2 will continue the very next day. We will show what the bullpens look like when we do that broadcast on Saturday. So our general managers will have a little bit of thinking to do on how they would like to have their strategy planned. Again, there will be an off day in between that when we go to Texas after, so that I will help the bullpens out just a little bit. All right, let's see. Looking to see who's out and about, because it is a Thursday, and normally Thursdays is a little bit more of a challenge for me to find. Yeah, have a wonderful Friday. Well, Benny is streaming. Benny doesn't have drops, but he is doing Out of the Park. The other alternative that I can offer you, even though he is not streaming Out of the Park, is we can send to fellow Out of the Park affiliate Max LP, who's doing some iRacing. So again, I will let the chat decide. Benny has become a newer member of our community. He's got a player. He's one of our first Korean players created in the universe. And thanks to Out of the Park, they showed me how to take the more updated schools database and replace the one that was built into our old file. So we now offer players the full schools database that's normal in the new version, the Come2Us version of the database. So we now have Korean schools. So I give you the choice. We go into Max for iRacing, or do you want to go to Benny Kaj with some more OOTP? Benny does not offer drops. And there's no other affiliates available right now. First 1 to 3 wins, if any win. Let's give Benny some love. So there's 1 for Benny. Any more? Bueller? Send the file out now. The good news is for you, Creed, is that on my outro, my song is 3 minutes long anyway, so you're good. When I'm sponsored, I'm going to play the whole darn song. You better believe it. All right, well, I'm going to take that. We'll send it over to Benny since no one else responded. But again, loved having the large crowd here tonight to celebrate the Fall Classic of one of the longest running and I could say most prestigious. I'll let others make that decision for you. But people know the name eMLB, and when you get to this particular time, you really want to pay attention. We've had some good baseball here tonight, and I expect more of the same for the rest. So we'll get you out of here now and send you over to Benny, and we'll hope to see you again on Saturday. The eMLB Universe and the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show, brought to you by the 2 official sponsors of our channel, APM Music, allowing you to hear Gathering Crowds, aka the closing song from This Week in Baseball, as well as our amazing eMLB theme song. It kicks butt, baby. Don't forget Moon Brew, your new nighttime ritual, which accepts HSA and FSA dollars. Good way to improve your sleep through use of magnesium, zinc, and cortisol. Try out Moon Brew. Back to Litterbox, I am going, friends, because Fluffy Kitty Ninjas do assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. Next time I can find some glue and tape, I'll put my head back on straight, and we'll be back in front of you. That'll be Saturday, noontime, Game 2 of the World Series. Hit the trumpet. Friends, as always, we love to tell you that how you think, it directs your life. I really mean it. I've been using that for a very long time. When you think your best, you will be your best. And it makes a big difference. I'd love for you to give it a try. Come back and tell me what it means to you. For now, I think we're gonna go give Benny a big smile for the day. Send him some Fluffy Kitty Ninja love. And we will hope to see you again on Saturday, noon time. eMLB World Series game number 2 is coming up. Hope to see you again soon. Peace!